Hi everyone and welcome to my video. I'm Scotty Brand and thank you very much for joining. So today for my first video I'll be bringing you episode 1 in the series covering the Bjornholm map. So what will I be covering in episode 1? Well, I thought the best place to start would be to keep things nice and simple, and so I thought a nice bit of canola harvesting would be ideal. So here's a run through of the machinery and implements I'll be using in today's video. So first up, the New Holland CR1090 harvester, which you can see right here. I'll be coupling that with the Superflex Draper header, which I've just connected. And to transport our canola once it's harvested, we'll be using the Case Quadtrac 620 tractor, which is very capable, and the Cramp SB3060 tipper. We'll also use a dolly to connect those two together, which you'll see in a little while. So let's get this harvester unfolded and we can get underway. Okay, so our harvester is starting to fill up quite nicely. This particular model, the New Holland CR1090, holds 14,500 litres of fruit. It'll tell you it's filling up because the pipe will extend automatically as you've just seen, so that's quite handy. So next thing we need to do is get our tipper and our tractor over here so we can empty the harvester to start again. So let's jump out and we can head over and get the tractor. Okay, so here we have the Case Quadtrac 620 tractor. As I was saying earlier, very capable. It is boasting 692 horsepower. I personally find having a tractor that can handle any application is better in the long run. The alternative, you can end up upgrading quite often if you're buying a tractor, needing it for larger applications and having to upgrade again and again. My personal preference, save up and get something like this early on, and you can just buy once and not have to buy all the time. Okay, so now we need to connect the dolly, which you can see trailing at the back of the tractor, with the tipper, and as you can see by the amount of joints it has, it is quite tricky. Every time I do this I end up sort of cocking it up slightly, but oh, no, here we go. Yep, I think I've got there now. Always a bit tricky, but there we go, got there in the end. So let's, now we've got our tractor connected to the tipper, let's get it over to the harvester and start emptying it. Okay, here we are. So just line up the tipper with the pipe of the harvester and just uncover your tipper, and the fruit should start emptying straight away, which you can see is. That's great. So let's empty the harvester and then we can get straight back to work again, collecting the rest of the canola. Okay, so get our cover back on and we can move our tipper out the way again and get back to work, getting the rest of this canola harvested. Alright, so we'll drop off our tractor and tipper over here out the way and we can jump out and get back over to our harvester. Okay, so let's get underway again. Let's get our pipe folded back in like such and get underway. So the good news about this harvester, it holds 14,500 litres of fruit, so it will make light work of even fairly large fields like the one we have here, particularly with the 45-foot header which we have attached. So let's go and get our tipper again. Okay, so let's get our tipper squared up nice and flush with the pipe and uncover our tipper, and the fruit should start to flow out. Yep, there we go, that's excellent. So we shall get this load emptied out of the harvester as soon as we can. That's the second load done. I probably estimate we'll have one more run in order to finish this field off. It's got an excellent capacity, the CR1090, especially with the 45-foot header, so it can really make light work of even large fields like this one. So I'm going to just leave the tractor just here so it's easier to get to for the next third and final run. So yeah, this feels about right here. I shall head back over to the harvester. Okay, so let's get our pipe folded in and get underway again. Now, having a wee look at what's at the left side of the screen, I reckon this is probably the third and final run. So let's get this last run done. Okay, so just a little sliver of canola left, as we can see. So we shall just collect this last little bit and we will finish the job off nicely, and we'll go and get the tipper over and empty the last remaining canola from the harvester. Okay, there we are, that's that finished. So we didn't quite fill up the harvester in the final load, just above 11,500, which is just 300 litres shy of its limit. So we'll get the tractor and tipper over for the final loads. We'll head over and pick that up. So you can see in the background there my wind farm chugging away nicely. It's a lovely evening actually. It's nice sunset, as you can see, casting long shadows over the wind farm. I've got 10 wind turbines at the minute, which I'll cover in another video later on. It's a good source of income. But yeah, it's a really nice day today. Yeah, always a bit of a gamble with the Scottish weather, but yeah, we've had it nice for the last couple of days, I must admit. Okay, so here we are. I'll just line up nice and square with our harvester pipe, uncover the tipper and let the fruit start to empty out of the harvester. Okay, so that's the final load of canola emptied out of the harvester, so I'll get the tipper covered up. So the next thing we want to do is take this to market. So what we shall do is have a little look at the map, and what we can see is the freight yard just down the bottom right corner of the map. They have the highest rate for canola at the present, so we shall take it there and get the best price. Okay, so looking at the map there, I'm going to have to take a right off of the field, take a left, and then that should bring us out onto the main road. Yep, here we are. So we're coming up to main road now. Let's pull up, have a little look to the left, road's clear, have a look to the right. We'll just let this white Volkswagen Golf pass by. Yep, there it goes, and off we go. Okay, so here we are at the freight yard. So we did 3 runs in the harvester, which holds 14,500 litres. That gives us 43,500 litres of canola in the back of our tipper at the moment. Not quite full, as it holds 59,000, but we shall see what price we get. The price of canola does fluctuate depending on supply and demand. The standard price for canola is actually $600. However, it's in high demand just now, so it means we're getting $1,000 per tonne at the moment. So we shall empty out what we've got here and see what price we can get for it. It's emptying nicely, and we should see in the top right corner, yep, we got $41,000, so it's a good day's work, so quite pleased with that. So let's take our tractor and tipper back to the farm now. So as I was saying earlier, this tipper holds 59,000 litres. Definitely makes sense to order the largest tipper you can afford, less trips to the hopper, and also it means you could take advantage of these high demand periods while they're available, because sometimes they don't last very long. You want to get your fruit sold as quickly as possible. Okay, so here we are, just take a right off the main road here, and it's just a short drive up over this hill and then a left, and here we are back onto the road leading up to the farm. Okay, so that's us back on the farm, and one thing I like to do when I finish each and every job is I like to jump out my tractor. Before I park it up for the night, I give it a right good scrub. Call it OCD if you want, but there you are. So I like to just park things up at the end of the day, nice and clean for the next use. So I'll just take my steam cleaner here and get a right good wash and about my tractor. Get my dolly nice and clean as well, get in amongst the wheels, make sure all the mud's off. Nice and tidy for the next job. Get the tipper as well and give that a right good clean. So, so that concludes today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. So we'll be making the next video very soon. Oh, I've stretched the cable a wee bit too far there. Oops. So I'm just going to take that back over. There we go. Excellent. Nice and clean. Beautiful. So yes, thanks for watching. Please subscribe to the channel, press the like button, and I'll look forward to seeing you again soon. Thank you.